Morning, everybody. So for the seniors who are starting to study this Greek mythology unit completely on their own, just wanted to point out a couple things. In the 12 Olympians, Prezi, hopefully you're understanding that Zeus is married to his sister. Interesting. So Zeus and Hera are not only brother and sister, but they're husband and wife. Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Hades, and Hestia being the god who kind of like does nothing. She's the least powerful of the Olympians. They're all brothers and sisters, so that's why under family on their slides it all says son of Cronus and Rhea. So they're siblings. Other things worth noting: Hera is super jealous because Zeus cheats on her all the time, and she spends basically her whole life just tormenting the women he cheats with. Poseidon, probably the most important thing about him is he lives beneath the sea. Sometimes he's not just on Mount Olympus, he also lives under the ocean. Hades does not live on Mount Olympus at all. He's totally in the underworld. We'll look at a story most likely about Persephone, who he stole. That's his wife. One misconception about Hades is he's not evil. He is literally just in charge of the dead. He has nothing to do with killing them, or Hercules made him seem like a bad guy, but he's definitely not. Athena, she was born from his head, Zeus's head, fully grown with a full set of armor. That's really impressive and sounds painful. Apollo, I don't know if you noticed, but in parentheses we put the Roman version of their names. Apollo's the only one that is Apollo in Greek and Roman mythology. We're only going to look at Greek mythology. He's the god of the sun. He is twins with Artemis, who is his sister. Notice it says daughter of Zeus and Leto, so they are siblings from one of Zeus's affairs. Also worth noting is that Aphrodite is the daughter of Zeus and Dione, so totally different. She's married to Hephaestus, which is ironic because she's the goddess of love and beauty, and he happens to be the ugliest god that exists. Hermes, he is very cool. He is actually in like every Greek myth ever. He's in basically all of them. He flies between Mount Olympus, Earth, Underworld. He guides people to the Underworld when they die. He's real cool. Ares is the god of war. If you've ever played those games, you know. He is actually the only legitimate son of Zeus and Hera, and they both hate him because he scares them, which is just great. Hephaestus, already mentioned him. He's ugly, but he makes weapons for the gods. And then you've got Hestia. She's literally like has no powers, does nothing. She apparently tends to a fire on Mount Olympus, but she seems super lame, especially when you think about her brothers and sisters who are like the most powerful of the Olympians. Also, I don't know if you can hear, my son is listening to Disney music in the background, so if you can hear bibbidi bobbidi boo, that's where that's coming from.